Okay guys, this is Manny from Former Construction. There's a lot of noise out here, so I'm gonna see if you guys can hear me because I got this thing on. So this is a Blue Diamond vibratory post driver, and this is what you need to know. If you don't have more than 20 psi, 20 gallons per minute on your excavator. I have a Mecalac 6 MCR, which is a rare unit. It comes from France. So a lot of things I don't know about it yet, right? I bought it used, like this line. I gotta investigate what this line's about. But I thought that the drain, the hydraulic fluid return would go back. But they told me, Blue Diamond said, no, you don't have to use it if you're not going more than 20 gallons per minute. So it's there, strapped. Everything else connects the way it should. I got my supply pressure in right there connected, and I had to disconnect the thumb to be able to operate this, right? We don't need the thumb anyway, so I had to chain it up right here, and then I had to leave these lines in here tucked in there. So now it does vibrate everything on it, but I guess it'll take it. And I'll show you right now how this thing works. But the interesting thing is that, I called Blue Diamond. They told me this had to be to 12 volts, and it doesn't. It has a diverter valve that needs a switch, because what the switch does, it rotates the head. It rotates the head using this piston, so that it can angle, right? It can move like this. I can tilt it like this, but if you want to adjust it like this, you need a toggle switch. That diverter valve here can only control the piston left and right with your button. And then I shut it off. But I had to use a button that I had for a beacon light. So my beacon light, since I don't have a beacon light, I tapped into it, right? I tapped into it and I used my beacon light to operate that. So I'm going to show you guys real quick how that works, and I'm hoping you guys can hear me. So let me just move my wiper because I was pressing all kinds of buttons here. Okay, so I used this wire right here, this beacon button, to trigger that solenoid so they can divert liquid to move the head. Now I don't know if you can see it, but if I click it on and I use my toggle switch right here, you can see the head rotate. Sorry, I need to put I'm gonna increase the volume a little bit so it's gonna be a little bit louder. So then you can see the head up there. I'm gonna move it. So that's what I use that switch for. And then I take it off, and now I can use the vibratory feature. So it trembles the whole thing, but once you have a post in there, it works real nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this video out because I think it's very important to know. And I'm gonna shut this thing off real quick. So anyways, it's very important to all those guys that don't know out there that if you get a Blue Diamond vibratory post driver, you need to wire that wire so that you, especially on a skid steer, right, or the CTL, a compact track loader. On a compact track loader, you do need to put that hydraulic hose that goes back to the hydraulic tank reservoir, because if your gallons per minute is more than 20, it needs to bleed over the excess pressure back into your tank. Since I tuned this one to 18, I'm okay. I don't have to put that according to Blue Diamond, right? Not according to me, but according to Blue Diamond. The only thing that Blue Diamond, like I said, that they kind of like not quite didn't tell me the exact information was that they said that there had to be a constant 12 volt wire feeding the solenoid relay. But no, you have to put it to a switch, because that'll switch either the head's going like this, side to side, or it'll activate the vibratory hammer. Now, I could be wrong, right? It could be that I maybe need another type of harness or accessory that maybe works different, but this is the way it's working for me. And so everybody out there that has an excavator or has a Mecalac or has any type of machine like this, you need to really know how to tune your system through here, right? You need to be able to go through the panel, and you need to increase your gallons per minute on the panel, right? If you don't know how to do that, send me a message and we'll play with it together. And once you tune this guy and you tune your vibratory hammer, everything works awesome. I previously did modified one of my hammers to pound, but it was way too strong. Like, that thing, if you weren't careful and your angle wasn't straight, I mean, it'll just send the post down and crooked, and it'll break it. It was way too powerful, man. That was probably to send down some I don't know, big pieces of steel or concrete pillar, something else, something a lot more than what we're gonna do here. So anyways, we're gonna start putting these posts in the ground today, and man, hopefully everything goes well. Again, this is the Annihilator from Forma Construction. See ya.